Hello everyone, welcome back to Angela's Craft Room. Today I thought I'd just take you through the new brayer that Stampin' Up have brought out on the 1st of June 2016. We did used to have a hard rubber brayer. Now this one is like a very spongy, and I thought, oh, I don't know if this is gonna do what I want it to do, but I've been really surprised by it and it's just fabulous. Now I'll just show you when you do buy your brayer, you actually get 2 brayers when you buy it, and you get the 4 rollers. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 rollers and the 2 handle brayers. So that's, I think it's about $14 Australian, so that's really excellent value, I feel. Now just to clean it, I'll just show you, all you have to do is just pull one side out, and then you've got a little plastic thing inside here, and you take that out, and all you do is rinse that under the tap, and it will, I guarantee you, it will come perfectly clean. If you do it straight away after you finish using it, it will come up really well like that. And then just to put it back on, you put your plastic insert inside, and then just one on there, and then you just make sure that plastic fits in there, and it'll just go straight back on there again, ready for your next time. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I use the brayer. I've seen other people use it differently, but this is how I find it. Now I've got a piece of shimmery white cardstock. It's what I like to use when I'm using the brayer. You can just use Whisper White if you want to, that's entirely up to you. Now I've got some rose red here, and I've seen a lot of people rolling it backwards and forwards. That just doesn't work for me. I just feel you need to just keep going in the one direction, and you will think that there is nothing on that brayer. You'll think there's hardly any ink on there at all, but then I like to start off and then just come on, and it's just a matter of keeping going. I like to put a light coat all over, and I am going to use this on a card. But it's just amazing because you think that there's nothing on that brayer, but I think the best coverage I find is if you just use the one stroke. Don't go backwards and forwards like this, use the one stroke to do it. And you'll get to know how much you want on there. And yeah, I would suggest that you make sure that your ink pad is really inked up. And using this technique, masking, is absolutely fantastic. It gives a really lovely texture. I'll just move that ink pad a bit so you can see. Now I know it might look a bit blotchy at the moment, but if you just, you've just got to keep And yeah, just put a bit of pressure on the brayer when you're applying it to the ink pad. I'm adding a bit more pressure now. I'll just turn it round. But I'm really loving this new brayer. But as I say, I just like to get that light coat first. And I always start on my grid paper, as you can see. But it really and also I do find I like to use, now I'm going to go right across now. I've got some colour on there. I do like to use the shimmery white cardstock with it. Just going out of your view there, sorry. But I've seen people going like this with it, and if you do that, you're going to end up with lines. And you just got to keep going until you're really happy with it, which to me that's getting a really good coverage now. It may look a bit streaky, but that's because it's still wet. And I'm going to apply some flowers on the card. If you want to, you can turn it this way and give it a bit of a go that way, as long as you don't go backwards and forwards like I've said to you. Just go up, so make sure you go over it, lift up and come back and lift up. I think I've just about got enough cut. Just do a little bit more. I'm doing it a lot faster for the tutorial than I normally would do. But as I said, I'm really impressed with it, because when I saw the sponges, I thought, oh, don't know if they're going to be strong enough. But and look, it hardly looks like it's got any ink on it. Hardly anything at all. So I hope you'll use the brayer and try that technique. You can see there's quite a bit of ink on my grid paper, so that shows you how much is actually on the brayer. So I hope that helps you to see how the new Stampin' Up brayer works, and I really love it. So I hope you'll give it a try, and I'd just like to thank you for spending a few moments of your day with me today.